Hello and a warm welcome, welcome back. Today is day 5 in our leadership challenge, 10-day leadership challenge, and today's day 5. I'll wait for a few people more to come in. Okay, I'll shoot on. My name is Olivia Joseph, and I am the CEO and owner of OJ Coaching and Consulting. As a coaching and consultancy firm, we work with small and medium-sized businesses to help them to grow and scale their businesses. We help them with the overwhelm that they face in the day-to-day running of their business, as well as areas that they come across that they feel they're having issues with. It could be any area of the business. And so we help them to overcome these challenges. Not being an entrepreneur isn't necessarily that you have all the great leadership skills to manage your business. We all have leadership within us, but we still need to grow in many areas, because being an effective leader comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of knowledge. You need to read a lot, you need to practice. You need to gain skills and knowledge in several areas to be able to delegate appropriately. And that's why we've put on this 10-day leadership challenge to assist and support you in areas that may be stumbling blocks or roadblocks for you in your business. Today is day 5. We're going to actually work with you on creating an action plan. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on an action plan. Now, in day 4, we asked you to look at one specific goal, one goal you want to achieve within a short term. I hope that you've all found one specific goal that you really want to work on, because we are eager to work with you. Now, if you've chosen that goal and you're ready to take massive action, we are going to show you the steps and the areas you need to work on in creating this beautiful personal action plan. Reflect back on your goal, and you know exactly what your goal is. Now, once you know the goal, what you now do, you create steps in that goal. Make sure that the goal is achievable, attainable, and it's not a goal that when you look at it and you start working out your steps, you realize that I am unable to achieve this in a realistic short-term time frame. Let's go back and use the example we used a few sessions prior, when we talked about taking a colleague out for a bonding relationship because you two didn't get on very well as you were the leader of the team. Now, when you take the person out for lunch, that is the goal. The goal is to actually get them to go to lunch with you. That's the goal. But how do you achieve the goal? That's what we're going to work on today. In achieving the goal, we actually start with the steps that you need to take to achieve the goal. You now know the person, and it could also be more than one person. But you look at, I know the person or the persons. That is the first step. So you write that down. The next step that you now do is to contact that person or persons. And when you contact the person, the things you need to do when you make that contact and you speak with them is to make sure that you secure a date, a time, and a location. It could be Brocco on the Bank. It could be the Ritz. It could be the Marriott Hotel you want to go and have lunch. Anywhere. So you make sure you set out a time, a date, and a location, one where both parties agree on. Also, you have to make sure that you let that party know that there's no underlining agenda. It's just a casual chat and lunch. Your goals will be different to this, but this is just an example to show you the steps that you will take when you've set the goal. But these are the steps that you have to make sure that you get done to be able to achieve your goal. Once you've done that, then you confirm that lunch date now in your diary. And on the day, on the AM of that lunch, you reconfirm with that person or persons. So that's how we do it. You confirm it in your diary, and then on the day, you pick up the phone and you say, "Hi, how are you? I'm just calling to confirm today we have a luncheon at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at the Ritz." Yes, I'll be there. So you have now reconfirmed with the person or persons on the lunch date. So when the two of you meet, enjoy the lunch, have a great chat. Mission accomplished, goal achieved. Setting goals and steps sounds relatively easy. You can sit and we can write them out. That's the easy part. But we also have to start setting completion dates to the steps, because it's pointless setting these steps out without a completion date. Because if you have a goal that has various steps to it and you don't set yourself realistic target times and dates, you may find yourself going through the motions, and if you've got an end date for your goal, you may not achieve timely that goal because you had not set a realistic times for the steps you need to take to achieve your goal. So we always say you set your goal and you set your steps, and then you set realistic dates or times to achieve each step. Trust me, life happens, things happen. Unexpected demands on you will crop up, can crop up. Unexpected situations crop up. It's life. Things will happen that you did not expect happening. Phone calls may come through you did not expect coming through. It's life. Deal with it. But at the same time, because you already have your steps identified, that interruption of an unexpected interruption when you're carrying out your steps will not set you back, because you have a marker, you have your steps, and that is your marker now for when you're going to be moving forward. So when you have dealt with your situation, coming back to complete your steps, you can do that with peace. You can do it at ease because you're not confused. You're not all over the place. You know exactly now where you are and what you're doing and where you are going. That's important. That's vitally important. It's terrible when it's all chaotic and you come back and you start wondering, well, where am I? What to do next? And it becomes a whole guessing game because you didn't do any steps. And then you can recall some of the things you might have done or consider doing. Some might have been done, some might not have been done. And you don't want to sit in a situation like that. You want to be in a situation whereby you have set out steps which are guiding you towards your final goal. Make sure that you try to complete your steps within the reasonable time you have personally set out for them. Try your utmost best to complete your steps within the time you have set for them. Focus on the goal exclusively to any other projects, to any other goals. Because when you start focusing on other projects and other goals, what happens at that time is you become distracted. You don't have the full focus. And when you have that distraction, you're unable to complete your goal quite as satisfactory as you would like it to be, because you've not given it your all. You got to give it your all. And when you give it your all on one goal, one project at a time, when you achieve your final goal, you will be so happy that you've achieved it. Knowing where you are in a sequence of the steps that you've set out is very important. Focusing on your goal point after point after point is important, because when the interruptions come in, you're able to deal with your interruptions and move on. Do the manageable steps. Return and complete every action where you've left off. Complete every action until you get to the end, to achieving your end goal. Because once you're able to do this, you will find that your achievement is having a healthy chain reaction. Because every time you achieve a step, you're so satisfied that the next step of an accomplishment gives you so much satisfaction. It becomes a healthy chain reaction. So you go on from goal to goal to goal to goal, knowing that this becomes now easy for you. You're able to do it with your eyes practically closed. Now for today, we're going to leave you with a few steps. Use the goal that you have, or the goal or the mission that you would like to achieve. Find that and write out specifically what is it that you would like to, step by step, how you would like to complete your goal. Make sure that you've got every single step as detailed as possible. Where possible, assign a date to your goal, to your steps. Where possible, assign a date to each step when you should complete them. And then assign a date when you will complete your goal. That's important. Assign a date to when you're going to complete your goal. Once you've done all of that, revisit it. Revisit the goal and revisit the steps. And look at it and ask yourself this question. Is my goal realistic? Is my goal achievable? If your goal is achievable, then your steps are fine. If you look at the goal and you find, well, this is not truly achievable, then you need to revisit the steps. You may need to tweak the goal so that your steps will fit, so that the goal becomes achievable. It's vitally important that you know that your goal is achievable goal. Unforeseen incidents will occur. That is life. We will take that all into consideration and make sure you do when you are setting up all of your steps. The what if. What if this happens and what if that happened? And as such, you will accomplish all your steps to complete your final goal. I thank you. I thank you very much for your time. I thank you for coming on here this evening. And tomorrow we will be doing day 6, which is going to help you to clarify your team's mission. Love, like, and share this video, and visit us at our website at www.theoliviajoseph.com or on our Facebook page at theoliviajoseph.com. Thank you, and see you tomorrow, day 6, clarifying your team's mission.